Okay. Depopulation. You see, I'm in Lisbon. In this place, I filmed a few videos in the last channel. That was in Portuguese. I will show you here once again, just to remind people that may interest in this. And I want to remind you also, I'm not in Facebook. Facebook doesn't allow me anymore. For long ago now. But I'm in MeWe, and you can watch my things there also and share. And as I've been saying, I have no easy access to the technology and internet, and so until just a few days things weren't exactly how I wanted in MeWe. I think, I don't know why, something was not right at least, and I changed it. My things I want to share wasn't in public. It should be. I don't know why it wasn't. I changed it. I put that in public access, because this is a matter of public interest, not private. The image is not working very well. You see the light. Well, the agenda of depopulation, you may know, it's in that piece of shit, call it Gates, you know, but you should know that he is one of them. This means we are talking about of mafia organization, and so they put things where and how they want, and this is not something that happened by chance. Nothing happened by chance. And even, as you know, as ridiculous it may be seen, like he has nothing to do with health care. But you see, what is at stake is the system. And in this case, healthcare, as I showed you before, Satan is behind everything. Like I told you, about dollar. And so it's behind everything is the one that I think Bob Dylan said something like that. The one or something. This is ridiculous. Sorry. So, just to remind you some signs you should read, because I'm not saying this system just because I think or it's my opinion. No, I don't do that. When it's something that has no interest like this, social interest, things like some friends or family or something like that, conversation, I can say about something, okay, I think my opinion or something like that about this or that, okay, it's not a big deal. It's just an impression that may help, may serve, it's not important. But in this case, no, I don't play with this kind of things. So I want to help. So, opinion, I'm here to bring you matters, bring you hypothesis, bring you something that can help you to understand and share. So, just to remind you, as an example, in the past, at least what we can think of that we know as an hypothesis, that may be true or doesn't matter, it's an hypothesis. So we had wars, this and that, it doesn't matter what wars, we had wars. And there's some excuse, and that seems to be at least seems to be really on the truth side. So why? Because there is we can say evolution. There is some change, if you will, and the reality is we can say, okay, first we had religious wars. Christians, Muslims, Jews, whatever. You should know that they always lie. And so try to put things in the opposite side if you want the truth. It's like Jews, in the Second War and so on. It doesn't matter. Just I want to bring you something about this war. Until basically first war, until the Second War, there were, I don't know how many wars here and there, about this, about that, and it doesn't matter what. So many. And this means so many people died. I mean, not died. So many people were killed by who? By themselves. You see how deep this goes. We are brothers, and we are killing our brothers. Now, just to, I want to put here some space to bring you something out of this discussion, because I spoke brothers just because I spoke about my brother. I don't know if it was in last or before video. I said something like they are preparing things to kill him, my brother. And I told you why birds remind me, my friend. Yeah, I'm here in Lisbon just because of that. My brother died yesterday, and I'm still saying he didn't die. He was killed 1 month or I don't know, sometime ago. He was sent back home from the hospital. Then he was okay to go home, and it seems that was the first try to kill him. He didn't die. He went back to hospital, and then again exams, this and that. Oh, maybe they know things that like about cancer that is difficult. There is no cure. Oh, there's so many things about this, but then they can't understand what happened, what is going on in this or that. Things like doesn't matter what. The thing is, just to give you an example, I already talked about this again. Just consider the approach of the system around the sun. During the first war, doctors put their patients getting sun because they knew that the sun would help them to heal faster. And you see what doctors say now about sun, like about everything, about nature, basically everything. Nature is danger, is dirty, it's bad, it's this, it's that. They tell you so many shits like, oh son, you need to protect yourself. You need to use this poison or that poison, or use dark glass, or a hat or something. You need to protect. Don't say to you, oh, the sun is important because this or that, like vitamin D, you know. The first thing you need to, if you want vitamin D, sun. Well, okay, let's move on now. You see, the first excuse was around the nature of the identity they created, like I am this, I am that, I am Christian, I am Muslim, I am Portuguese, I am English, I am French, I am this, I am that. See, divided to conquer. Yeah. That was the first phase of human destruction. In this case, we are talking about the depopulation. But of course, you know, at that time, people had many children. They were big families, and so that wasn't working. And of course, they need to develop things in order to put their agenda, because it's more than that. And so what they did was, after Second War, develop things like the chemical industry that served everything. Agriculture, food industry, pharmaceutical industry, and so on. And so we start to be poisoned with food, with many shit, and then we get sick and went to doctor, and we have some receipts of more poison, remedy, they call remedies, more poison. You see, doctors are not our friends. When we are talking about this system, we are talking about butchers. We are talking about at least satanic bacteria. I'm sorry. That is an example of reason not many people like my videos. They see the truth is not easy. It's the only way to the only way to get freedom, but well, so you see there is a change, completely new way of doing things. Now we are in a new situation, which is now on the technology path, which is the third and last path issue. So this is about what they wanted, of course, created the situation for what they symbolize as satanic cube, dark cube, which is the prison and destruction of human beings. As I've been saying, this has to do with urban zone, cities and things like that, concentration of people, and technology, smart grid, 5G, and then the others, you wouldn't know nothing, like with the idea that they were preparing, manipulating people's heads, the idea of social distance. So with the smart grid, they had everything in their hands. Like you wouldn't know nothing more about basically no one that at least they wanted you to know. So doesn't matter, family, friends, see, and if they were out of that prison, they simply would disappear, like, I don't know, maybe putting concentration camps, something like that, or simply kill it and saying, then, oh, that was a terrorist. You see, they prepared your head with things like that. Terrorism, pandemic. You see, they work basically in the main thing here is media, of course. In first place is the media, more than school, more than religion. Today is media that plays this role. Before it was religion, then school, and now it's media. And so, of course, people are instituting children since they are born, are institutionalized. Oh boy, sorry. Sometimes my dyslexic problem happens. Institutionalize it. Wow. um, so, people, since they are born today, are simply brainwashing it. And so people are manipulated basically under their subconscious. Their mind is simply prepared, and people doesn't understand. Listen, I don't want to belong around this and that, and you know what I mean. So I think the message is okay, So you see, the population is to help the last situation, which is simply the destruction of human beings. Of course, that wouldn't. I'm sorry. That will not happen. No way. Things are changing. Everything is right now completely different. People. Well, that's enough. I don't want to take this too long. So I hope you like it, share, and again, take care. Keep well. Till next one.